Hi guys, I'm
Hi.
Ezelle from
Hello.
The Upcoming. Lovely
Ezelle.
to meet you. Congratulations on this fantastic feature, Greatest Days. I absolutely loved it, and I did actually cry a bit because it's just so
I
full
hope
of
so.
emotion. Yes, I'm not completely stone. So, Coky, what's it like coming on board to direct this film, and how did you go kind of adapting it for screen from, the play by Tim first, and were there any kind of significant changes you wanted to make to it?
So I was sent the script, and the script was very much the musical. It was like a quick adaptation of the musical. And I felt we needed to sort of open it up. And I worked with Tim Firth, who's an amazing writer, very collaborative. And we kind of opened up the song and dance routines. We made the rhythms of the film kind of bigger and the emotional suite bigger. And we also changed Rachel and brought her forward and had her sort of be the heartbeat of the film. So you meet her right at the front, which is different from the musical. But so much worked in the musical and so much was brilliant. It's just sometimes things work on a sort of theatre production that don't quite have the same impact on film. So you have to kind of translate.
Yeah. Jessie, your character Debbie is part of the girls' kind of younger friendship group, and you provide them obviously with this like ultimate dream tickets to go and see the boys. You know, it gets a backdrop of obviously you take that music. What was it like to kind of come on board a play here and then work with such a brilliant younger cast to kind of go on that journey of friendship together?
I mean, it was just really fun. And every single time, she always dances, always. But I know that the whole house will be like, well, Jessie always dances anyway, so it's not that hard, which is, I mean, it's true. So I wouldn't really say, it was just kind of so natural to me. Just because I would say I relate to Debbie a lot. Just because I would like to say I'm the friend who kind of cheers everyone up, hopefully. But yeah, that's what I would say. It was just very fun and very like it just kind of felt easy.
It was the casting was very close to Jessie. In fact, all the girls, I think
Yeah.
the characters that we cast were
Yeah.
really, really kind of
Yeah.
very organic with the story, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because I was going to sort of say about the casting process, because obviously the story runs with kind of two timelines. You've got the teenager and the adult. So kind of getting that sort of synchronicity between them,
Yeah.
how was that casting process and for you?
The casting process was pretty huge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We had to have a huge open casting for the young girls, and then as we were kind of fine tuning the later versions of themselves, I'd have like all these girls in my head. It's amazing how many I can remember. Like hundreds of girls taping themselves at home, coming in for auditions. I mean, it was extraordinary. I had like 500, I think. And it's amazing how I could hold certain girls, but obviously the ones that are very remarkable pop up. And then you just pray that you're going to be able to piece them together and match them. And it worked. My 5 faves are there.
Wow, I did not know 500.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I had no idea what was going on. It just went in and I went straight into the last recall.
You were so good. She was brilliant.
I had so much fun in that casting. I'm not even joking. Like I was telling my agent, and then after she was like, "How was it?" And I was like, I couldn't stop smiling. I genuinely had so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so obviously there's, aside from the musical, there's it's sort of layers of grief and loss in this, and part of your character is involved in that journey. How did you kind of prepare for that intense role, that kind of side of it?
I feel like the rehearsals kind of prepared me because we already, that's what prepared me, the rehearsals.
The main thing about Jessie is that she's not prepared for what happens. And she lives life in the present. And she lives
really
life.
do. I really do.
And that's like, yeah, exactly. And so it was sort of like Debbie and Jessie were one, and there was no real preparing for what happened.
Yeah.
So it comes as a shock.
Yeah.
And obviously the musical numbers, you guys are very much part of the nostalgic part of the story. What was that like? Kind of, as you said, you're dancing all the time. What was that like to be with the younger cast, bring those musical numbers to screen and, this particular moment when Take That join you on a bus? What was that like?
I mean, it was just really fun because, the dancers was so good. Great choreographer. Shout out to Drew. And Abby. Yeah, no, it was just really fun, and also just like, but also at the same time, there was like a line of fun and, you know, taking it seriously as well.
Hard work.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're 5 of the hardest working young women I've ever worked with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, they were elite. There was no waiting around for them. They worked so hard.
And how did you go about the casting process for the boys as well? I mean, obviously, again, they're doing their Take That numbers. So how was that for you? How did you kind of find them?
That was an amazing process. Again, it was like a big, wide sweep, hundreds of dancers that I met, which was just an incredible experience. And Drew was very, very involved in that, and David Grindrod, our musical casting director. And it was about creating a little hand of cards or a family. You know, it was about finding 5 guys who would just look after each other, complement each other, whose skills were different. And they are the nicest human beings, and I just knew they'd look after each other. That was the main thing for me. Mm-hmm. Same with you guys. You know, what you don't want is any big kind of titanic egos in the middle, because it just topples everything. You want everyone to look after each other and shore each other up.
Yeah.
And what do you hope that viewers will take away from watching this?
For me, I just really hope that they take away a feeling of kind of absolute joy and kind of knowledge that however bad life can be or whatever life throws at you, there's just always another day, and there's always a sort of song to be sung and music to be heard and a little dance to be danced. I don't know, it's about that, isn't it? It's about kind of like
Just living.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. I would say...
living life to the full.
Yeah. I would also say with about friendship, if there's anyone that you're not even talking to anymore, just know that it's fine. It's okay. Like, even though you're not talking doesn't mean there's no love for each other. There is always love.
That's a nice message. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for speaking to me, and
Thank you.
congratulations. Good luck with it all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.